So, explain in your own words clearly what the brief was, expectations of the brief was, and what you chose to produce.
Well, to start, we were asked to create an interactive short film which had multiple endings and it's blowing up my noties. Um, which had multiple choices and endings and allowed the viewer to interact with the film.
Yes, so what secondary research did you take to develop your understanding of your project and ideas?
Well, for one, we looked into like the Zodiac Killer, and if Charlie wants to add some information to that.
So what I did as I was kind of doing the script writing along with James, we looked what?
It was mostly you, to be fair.
I looked at real life detectives that worked on the cases of the Zodiac Killer, so we could use the names for that to kind of link our piece up with it, and to also look at location wise where some of the attacks were taken that we could kind of put into our piece. So yeah.
What did you learn from doing secondary research, and how did this help you develop your production? Kind of just answered that, so. So how would you develop and improve your secondary research, and why? So like, what else would you do in the future that you didn't this time?
Probably do a bit more. I kind of skimmed over research. I didn't really do it in much detail.
So it has more to do with the actual plot. So if we go off like maybe do an exact killing next time or something like that.
Yeah, to give it like more of a hint that it is part of a true crime and it is linked to the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah. So how did you develop and generate your ideas for production? Again, pretty much answered that.
Yeah, we basically just looked at a bunch of pre-existing interactive films like Bandersnatch and that Heist with Markiplier one, Markiplier. And
Markiplier.
And we decided to kind of go off like a true crime like action sort of one, and then from there we decided to go into like the Zodiac Killer because that's a pretty well known like case.
Yeah. What techniques or processes do you consider to be successful whilst creating your short film, and why?
I think you should answer that one.
I think that we was very our story was very smooth and it ran quite well because we had planned it very well, so it all was quite easy to follow and understandable and stuff.
I think also what we did a bit differently, I think, to other groups is that we planned and kind of wrote a basic script out, so we knew on the day that we were shooting we didn't have to think about what needed to be said or how we needed to shoot things because it was already written down, which made, I think, the process 10 times more faster if we didn't do that. So
I think even though we didn't really go strictly off of the storyboards or anything like that, it still, like you said, it helped, and I think it also made it so we're all like unified under like this is what we're making, we just need to get this done at this point.
Do you have a storyboard?
We'll cut this out of the
Sorry.
I think they might still be in the room.
Okay, we'll carry on.
We'll finish this up.
So the most important part of the evaluation, we're looking at our final production. What would you consider to be like the strengths of your
I think
project?
The strengths is definitely in writing and cinematography. For like one, we put a ton of effort into making sure it was like unpredictable and for the most part easy to follow. And I think if you went only for one or only for the other, it kind of come up quite boring or just not make any sense. And I think we got a lot of really varied like camera angles in the cinematography just to make it more visually interesting since it's only really on like one or two locations.
Yeah. Is there any ideas to link back to like the target audience that was good about it, or obviously like things that we done better over competitors?
I think for the most part, when we did our survey results, it came out that a lot of people didn't really like true crime, but still liked our interactive film.
Yes.
Thank you. I think we got like an edge in that where like there are some other people who did a good job in what they were doing, but I'm not sure if it appeals to people who didn't like that specific genre. So I think we've done better over that.
Yeah. What would you give our project a rating of out of 10?
Should we say at the same time? 3, 2, 1.
10.
10.
0.5 and a half.
Yeah.
100.
I believe that our project was actually pretty good. I thought it flowed very well and was quite understandable. We got quite a lot done. We had about how many? We had
2 hours to do the
we had about what eight different choices, was it?
8 different choices, 2 hours to film.
Yeah,
and
8.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, 8 different choices. It was produced on YouTube, and it was a decent length, but the clips, like, from one choice to another was only 1.5 to 2 minutes or so, which is a good enough time, because you want to be, like, actually kind of playing it in a way.
I think also, I don't think this, well, it doesn't have anything to do with us, but it's when we upload things onto YouTube, the quality goes down, and it's quite annoying because it's like when we filmed it and looked back and edited it, the quality was actually quite good,
Yeah, I
and
think.
it doesn't look very good on YouTube, so we need to try and figure out how to fix that.
Yeah, something for next time is figuring out more technical aspects of it, like the editing and like how to get it less compressed overall. But I think the editing was great for the most part.
Yeah, we have one version on YouTube, which is the basic finished with basic editing, with just normal cuts and stuff. But then, as we speak, we're editing a better version, which will be the final product, which will have like better cuts and better color correction and stuff and things like that. But yeah, anyway.
Thank you for listening.
From
James,
Charlie,
Louis.
Yay! Bye.